tonight. 'Cause a black shadow crossed my path, and my baby ain't coming back. There's a cold wind blowing, even though it's 96 degrees, and I'm crying out for someone to help me, even though I can see that she's a bit.
Good morning, my beautiful crime family, on this Sunday morning. I hope everybody's had a great weekend. And welcome to Java Time and Once Upon a Crime Time. And I'm your host, Tommy too. I wonder who's all here. When I do these, I'm always kind of wondering who's in chat, you know. But I say hi to all of my beautiful crime family. And yeah, I hope you've had a great weekend. I've had a pretty good one, actually. Not too bad. Got some stuff done, but not as much as I wanted to, but there's always another day, right? I guess. I've got some good stuff here that we're going to look at. One thing we might have looked at once before. I mean, I know I did, but I don't. It seems to me, I might have shared this one quite a while back, but it's from a friend of mine, and it's really good. And then I noticed something on this video that I didn't notice before, and that I didn't even know about. Actually, I'll tell you about it when we get there. And I'm going to stop the video and show you, and then tell you something I've learned since the last time I seen this video. So let's just get down to it. And of course, we're going to end with some, some shorts. Okay, so we're going to start with my friend's video here. It's very interesting because of something. Well, for quite a few reasons, but this is from Casper West, and he's been a friend of mine even before Rory. He'd be about the same time I met A.R. Hayes, right around that same time. Casper is very talented with his videos, and if you're not subscribed to him, I would subscribe to him because he makes some pretty good videos. Anyway, and not just because he's a friend of mine either. We don't have any bird dogs or anything. Okay, anyway, so let's listen to this. Then I'm going to stop it at a certain point here.
No stairs to the back deck. Interesting.
So this is your place, so I'm going to hold you responsible. Because it is your place, you're also responsible for everybody here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to grab your info.
Yeah.
And if I do have to come back here, a 300.
Right here. You guys notice this right here? I remember people asking, what has he got zip ties on his arm for? And I remember that. But then I've learned something since this last time I watched this. And because I wondered about that too. It's like, what the fuck? What the hell's he, got zip ties on his wrist for? They use it to shoot up in like your hands and your fingers and your toes and your feet. just were shooting up. You know how they use belts? They addicts use these. And I just found this out, and it's like, wow. And I found it not from the case. I found out from somebody else. And it's like, that's crazy as hell. And he's got quite a few on his wrist. And it makes me wonder. But this is a really good video. I'm going to keep going.
Some dollar tickets coming your way.
Okay.
And it only gets more expensive from there. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fair. Absolutely.
I'd much rather you spend that $300 on beer or something fun than
Yeah.
a noise
yeah.
ticker, right?
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. That being said, warnings. Don't do it again.
Yep.
I think we're back in a few hours. So, any questions for me?
No.
All right. I appreciate it.
Take care.
Idaho police officers had their law enforcement certifications revoked because of misconduct. Law enforcement records show the total number of Idaho decertifications in 2020 was up from 2019, when just 39 officers were stripped of their credentials. 486 Idaho police officers have been decertified since 2002.
486 since 2002. You might as well say 500. You know, close enough, man. So 500 officers since 2002 have been decertified in Idaho, which isn't like the most populous state or anything. Wow. That, to me, that's a shocking number. So I don't got my phone by me. I wonder what that is per year. But even if it comes out to be 5 a year, 3 a year, you know, no, it's got to be more than that. Yeah, that's a lot, man. That's a lot. Anyway.
What the police report said at the probable cause warnings is not what these kids were all told.
Yeah.
It's not.
Chief Fry is approaching retirement after 29 years. But why so soon? The Kohlberger case hasn't gone to trial, yet Fry wants to retire. It's not only Chief Fry. Moscow, Idaho Police Department had many officers retire right after the Idaho murders. Mainstream media might think nothing of this, but I will reveal the dark truths and the real reason behind these mass retirements. Moscow Police Department has us focused on the wrong things. On the day the bodies were discovered, many people had questions. So many questions that Chief Fry couldn't answer any of them.
There was other friends that had arrived at the location. Honestly, I'm not quite sure at this time, to be quite honest.
Kids were fleeing to school. Businesses were closing due to this killer being on the loose. Moscow Police Department started to get scrutinized with more questions, and the citizens of Idaho demanded answers. Due to the heavy amounts of pressure and publicity, this left Moscow with two choices: continue investigating tips and leads on the case, or shut the public up. They went with the latter, leading to an arrest of a man named Brian Kohlberger and happy students who returned back to campus. But what happens when the suspects may be the police? New filings revealed the Brady Giglio violation connected to one of the officers on Kohlberger's case. This means that the officer is a part of an internal affairs investigation, which could lead to the case being dismissed and destroy the credibility of the officer. If you take a look at when this occurred, it was filed on March 27th by Prosecutor Thompson. Just 1 week prior, on March 20th, the University of Idaho released this letter notifying the families of the victims that they will be pursuing to demolish the Idaho home. Just 5 months after the killings, and 1 week before the Brady Giglio violation was discovered, the university decided to pursue demolition. Why so fast? Did they know about this prior to? It seems like once they realized officers were under fire, they decided it was time to bring the home down. But why? To cover up evidence? During this same time, a wave of retirements started to flood the desk of Moscow PD Human Resources Department.
Flight 325, be out of service for the last time. I'm ready to go station.
Deputy Miscellaneous.
It just seems like they just want to bury this whole case. You know what I mean? They just want to get away from this case. They really do. They want to bury this case as fast as they can. And I still think this might not go to trial. And I have a feeling these couple closed hearings is going to reveal a lot to Ann Taylor, and it will get out. They think it's because it's closed that things aren't going to get out. They're going to get out. I mean, one way or another, we're going to find out there's too many nosy people, too many investigators, too many. Someone's going to talk. I don't think it's going to go to trial. I really don't. I think they want to be done with this case, and if they think they're going to win this case with what they have, and even more, they don't have anything to begin with. So it would have to be a hell of a lot more. It'd have to be like everything, because they have nothing.
Out of service for the final time of 16:05 hours.
On your well-earned retirement. Thank you for your service. At 17:21.
Next for Chief Fry, I started the interview by asking him, why now?
I just think it's time. You reach that point where you've been in law enforcement for a long time and you've accomplished a lot of the things you want to accomplish, and time to move on to something new and maybe, re-energize myself with something new.
Any plans of what comes next in the future?
Well, I think, I announced this morning on the radio that I'm putting my name in for sheriff. So we'll see how that goes.
You'll miss it.
Yeah, I think everybody that gets out of law enforcement says they miss the camaraderie.
And finally, Chief Fry is set to retire in May 2024 to become a sheriff. But what's the real reason?
Your ask about the white Elantra, that came on December 7th or so. Where in the timeline can you tell us did Koberger come onto the radar?
So that's all part of those pieces that we have to hold until we can release information with the, after he gets to Idaho and the release of that information. But we're bound to hold that.
But when you asked for public information about that Elantra, you said the occupants of that car may have critical information. It was plural. Was there a reason for that?
Start by explaining why this search for this white vehicle.
So we have information of a white vehicle that was in the area either during the time frame of the homicide or around the time frame of the homicide, and we are just wanting to talk to the individuals who are in that vehicle. They may have some valuable information for us. And we're looking for a 2011 to a 2013 Hyundai Elantra. So any assistance you can give us, anybody that owns one, anybody that knows of someone who owns one or may have been driving one, if you could get a hold of us through our tip line or call us directly, we'd appreciate that. Well, it's part of our investigation. I said early on that we're not going to let any stone go unturned.
and I meant that. And we're following up on everything.
So this is so interesting. Look, I know that knives are common in Idaho. It's a big hunting area, so it's not unusual to have a lot of knife stores. But you were able to at least get to 3 of them today. All 3 of them said they'd been visited by the police. That's correct, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. They said at some point over the last 38 days, they've been visited by police and, again, just trying to hand over whatever they could to help provide more context to the police.
So, but the weird thing is, and correct me if I'm wrong, Alex, because this was astounding in your reporting today, that the police did not ask any of the store owners or managers or workers that you spoke with today. They did not ask them if they had sold a particular kind of knife. That question was not asked of the places you visited.
Yeah, I had visited a hardware store, an antique store, and a sporting goods store. And from the owners, the managers, and the employees I spoke to, they all said that when it came to around the time of this murder, the police did not ask them what kinds of knives they sold, what types of knives they sold, how many knives they've sold.
Everything. Just like we're in this new phase now, and we're going to follow up.
And this was their investigation. Is this the people that were investigating? The same people that threw Maddie's jacket back by the hydrant? Wow.
To get to know who he is and everything about him that we can.
Fry mistakenly revealed that multiple people were involved. So how did this lead them to one individual who doesn't match the description? It seems like Fry realized that this is only going to get worse, and just like his friends, decided to retire before it's too late. Many people are looking at this case and realizing it doesn't make any sense.
Let's think about this case for a minute. You would think that the DA, the prosecutor, would want to gather all of the DNA that is available. And as you know, we just talked about, that could be quite a lot. But with that, with the testing and doing the same thing that they applied allegedly to Kohlberger, they could figure out whether they have the right guy. I mean, that is the crux of this case. It's not enough to prove that a crime has been committed. And frankly, they don't need to prove that. That's obvious. They need to connect the dots. They need to find the right person or people who committed this crime. So, because the other part of the DNA, the other side of the DNA coin here is the defense is going to argue that, well, hang on, because of the gruesomeness of this crime, right? 4 victims, bloody, massacred. Why is it then that there is none of their DNA if this continues to hold true? Why is there none of their DNA anywhere in Kohlberger's life? Car, apartment, parents' home, what have you. So when you take those 2 things, right? When you take the lack of maybe the state testing other DNA samples, and you take the fact that there is no DNA where there should be DNA, do you get to reasonable doubt in such a heinous case? I'm sure that's where the defense is going to go as well. Yeah, the thing, like, you can't, DNA is so strange. You can't actually ever really clean it all up. And if you do, then you're going to find the evidence that somebody was trying to clean it up. And I don't think so far that the state has that much. I mean, it was such a bloody scene that he would not be able to, absent burning his car, be able to get rid of the DNA that they would have been able to get out of it if he were in fact the culprit.
These mass retirements from the police department seem more like an escape plan. But why would they want to escape? There's something going on in Idaho, and I believe the police are behind it.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no.
Good video, don't you think? Awesome video. All right, so we're done with that one. I'm going to get that out of there. Yeah, you look at all of this, and I mean, they don't have a chance. They don't have a chance. Ann Taylor's going to rip them apart, especially on the investigation part of it. The 3 DNAs. There wasn't any DNA at Brian's place, any of his places. They're just going to get totally smacked alongside their head. Crazy. The next one is very interesting. I can really hear what they... Let me just do this. It's just a really fast one. It's like 26 seconds or something. But listen to this. And this is from that Veritas Aquatis or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I'm sorry. Aquitas? Veritas Aquitas? I don't know. But listen to this. And this was just put out 16 hours ago. Listen to this. Maddie. Okay, I'm going to start this over because I've got to. Okay, what did you hear? That is the question on this. Let me go back. I hear Maddie, and I think that's Kaylee. Let's go back a little bit. Get inside. The last something about outside, and then Maddie says get inside, and that guy, what does that guy say? I had it down before. Wait a minute. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. That's what he says. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Get inside. That's what I hear. But it's going to be on here, or you can go to his channel.
Parents, ask your children what they know.
Go to his channel, and hold on here. Go to his channel. I should have it in the descriptions. Make sure you subscribe to him. As you can see, I'm subscribed and I like this video. Make sure you did that. He's only got 297 views on this, and it deserves more than that. That's I'll listen to it one more time, actually. Maddie. Get inside. Outside. Get inside. Does it say look something? Let me do this again. Look inside. Look by your side. Oh, then it goes to man. Anyway, okay. Oh, geez, it wasn't even being shared. Okay. So yeah, go to that channel and make sure you subscribe to that channel. Okay, the next one too is an interesting one. And this will be the last one before the shorts here. Now, I want your take on this. I seen this before a long time ago. Wait a minute, my ad blocker do its job here.
Outside the
Okay, so I've seen this before, and it's from Crime Time TV. They only have like 2,100 subs. This did get 1,800 views, so listen to this, and I don't hear it, but maybe somebody can tell me what you think. I don't hear it.
car, the girls and driver speak louder. Inside the car, hearing is better on a smart TV. Here are the phrases. I'm broke. I'm broke and tired. Going home. Don't forget me. I won't. Thanks, Remy. Okay, no problem. Bye bye. Bye, love, get some rest. Bye, love. Bye, I love you.
Now, one of the reasons I'm bringing this one up is because now it's coming out that Kaylee was threatening to leave that night with Murphy. So let's hear what she has to say one more time, what she hears. It's better on a TV, and I haven't listened to it on a TV yet. Actually, I should have did that. I almost want to take this apart and split the video from it and put the put the audio in my music software and bring it up and listen to this. Because there's a lot, you can tell there's a lot going on. I mean, you can tell and you can hear the doors shutting and stuff. But I just can't hear what she hears in that their conversation.
Outside the car, the girls and driver speak louder. Inside the car, hearing is better on a smart TV. Here are the phrases. I'm broke. I'm broke and tired. Going home. Don't forget me. I won't.
See, going home to Texas. You know what I'm saying? That night.
I'm broke and tired. Going home. Don't forget me. I won't. Thanks, Remy. Okay, no problem. Bye bye. Bye, love.
See, this makes a lot more sense to me now.
Get some rest. Bye, love. Bye, I love you.
So yeah, what do you think? I'm just wondering. I'll have to look at your all your comments and see what you guys think of that. I thought I did hear, and it's I can see where that I can hear where that level is now, because it is way back there, and you have to kind of like block all the other stuff out and get to that level, to that vibration. You know what I'm saying? I thought I heard her say broken tired. So I might do something with that, because you know what, that's a really important piece right there, and no one's really dived into that. I mean, that's when they were getting home, and there's other stuff going on in there. It isn't just them saying good night. There's other stuff going on in there, and I want to listen to that. So I think I'm going to dig into that. But anyway, let's get to it. It's time for some shorts. Yeah, I like my shorts. Okay, so let's go here. YouTube. Let's go there.
This strange shelf cloud was seen in Ohio.
Check this out. Look at that. It looks like a big wave coming in.
This strange
I mean, I don't remember things going on like it goes on with the weather when I was young. This stuff is just like totally crazy. This is in Ohio here. This is crazy. I mean, look at this.
shelf cloud was seen in Ohio.
Wow. How strange.
This strange shelf cloud was seen in Ohio.
That's really, really strange.
Have you heard
Okay.
of quiet tennis? It's like normal tennis, but without the racket. Why did the god of thunder need to stretch his leg muscles? He was a little Thor. Why do I see Mike Tyson saying that? Now, kid. Oh, looks like half a tree. The other half. I'm going home. Have you heard of the new sport called quiet tennis? It's like normal.
While patrolling, a forest ranger came across an abandoned black kitten. As it grew up, its true identity became apparent. When found, it still showed signs of life, so the ranger immediately took it to a rescue center where it was deemed healthy without any issues. To supplement its nutrition, the ranger gave it some milk, which it eagerly drank every day. Initially mistaken for a regular kitten, it later developed numerous black spots on its body, resembling a little black panther. It had already regarded the forest ranger as its mother, and the ranger reciprocated this affection by caring for it dearly and cooking various delicious meals for it. As the little one grew bigger, the ranger reluctantly sent it to an animal shelter. Parting ways, the ranger was deeply saddened and cried while holding the kitten for a long time. Upon arrival at the shelter, the kitten refused to eat even its favorite meat until the ranger visited. Its face was filled with shock, and while patrolling, a forest ranger came across an abandoned.
Sometimes they try to make shorts, and I don't know if they understand that it cuts off after a minute. You know what I'm saying? They got to get it in within a minute.
A police dog wouldn't stop barking at a tree. While patrolling, a forest ranger came across an abandoned black kitten.
Put aluminum foil on your feet and the next day
Yeah,
you
I
won't
wonder
believe the
what
results.
this
In this
does.
video, I'm going to show you everything that can happen when you dare to put aluminum foil on your feet. Many people
But
don't
it
know
doesn't.
what this unusual tip is for, but I guarantee that when you find out why, you'll thank me forever. Created in 1910 in Switzerland, aluminum foil has become one of the most widely used products in the world. Its many uses make it indispensable in everyone's home. Today, it is present in most homes, and here in my house, it would be no different. Just like at Vanda Lope's house, she makes balls out of aluminum foil and puts them inside the cookie and cereal jars. By doing this, you prevent small bacteria from invading the food and your kitchen. Foil to preserve fruit. What a great tip. She said that lemons in the fridge wrapped in aluminum foil last more than 15
And I've
days
done
without
this,
any changes. They
and
don't
it's
ripen or
true.
spoil, and the same can be done with apples and bananas. And Joanna
Yep.
Pereira uses aluminum foil when her nail pliers are dull. She makes a little ball out of aluminum foil and pricks it several times with the plier. Put aluminum foil on your feet and the next day, you won't believe the results. In this
Just some
video, I'm going
interesting
to show
stuff
you everything that can happen when you dare to put aluminum.
This is crazy, man. Robot or human? I say human.
The United States just found an underwater cave deeper than the Mariana Trench, and what they found inside will horrify you. For many years now, the Mariana Trench has been known to be the deepest part of the ocean that we know of. However, this all changed just a few weeks ago. While the United States was mapping an uncharted area of the North Sea, they began to find many large caves and unexplainable ravines. However, then they found a cave that they could not map the bottom of because it was so deep. They knew it was few miles deep, but they weren't sure. They would need to send a team on a specific mission to map this huge cave properly. On December 15th, the United States sent a team of 5 of the best submersibles to explore this cave system. Led by Captain Salamo, they descended and were surprised that there was a surprising amount of fish and other ocean life within this cave. They also noticed a large amount of sedimentary deposits on the cave walls, indicating the remains of large sea creatures for millions of years, meaning this could be one of the oldest caves in the world. They kept descending further until after 5 long hours, they finally reached the bottom. It was 47,000 feet deep, which is 11,000 feet deeper than the Mariana Trench. However, the United States just found an underwater cave deeper than the Mariana Trench, and what they found inside will horrify you. For many years,
this girl put a sign on the back of her mom's car that said, "Honk and flip off my mom for April Fool's Day." And people started actually doing it.
What did I do wrong, jerk ass? This is the weirdest thing. Goof, I'll honk at him. Fuck you. How about that? How about that, Goofface?
And then a couple others did it.
Somebody again. Again? Oh my God, another guy. What the freak is going on today? Honest to God. Okay, buddy. Fuck you. Fuck you too. What did I do? I'm going to sleep. Go at me then, you jerk. Go around.
And when one more did it, she started to think maybe the world was ending.
Kidding me? Lady. What the Christ? Honest to God. Another one. That person is crazy. Why is everybody honking at me? Maybe 25 people. It's Bizarro Day. I gotta get home. Maybe the world's ending and we don't know it. Maybe something's going on and they're trying to tell us.
This girl put a sign on the back of her mom's car that said, "Honk and flip off my mom for April."
This is crazy. I'm doing this one in case whoever drives, one of you or all of you might drive one of these things. So it's probably good to know if you're hit from the back like this, what the survival rate is. That's pretty good. Ford Explorer. Howdy, pretty good. 34, not bad. Wow. Right into the front seat.
How did
I've heard
Pan
this
Am
story
Flight
before.
914 traveled 37 years into the future?
It's kind of interesting.
In the summer of 1955, passengers boarded a plane that took off from New York to Florida, expecting a routine 3-hour flight. However, as the plane crossed over the Atlantic Ocean, it vanished from radar without a trace. Hours passed, and despite the rescue team efforts, the plane could not be located. It was presumed that Pan Am Flight 914 had crashed, and the case was closed by the airlines. 37 years later, in Venezuela, air traffic controller Juan de la Corte identified a mysterious plane claiming to be Flight 914 and requesting permission to land in Miami, Florida. Authorities were alerted, and the plane landed safely. However, upon realizing what year it was, the captain of the plane, still in shock, yelled over the radio to stay away. Frantically, the captain started up the plane and took off into the horizon and was never seen again. That is why many people are wondering, how did Pan Am Flight 914 travel 37 years into the future?
This is kind of funny.
In this video, a police officer captures a shocking incident. A woman smashes her shopping cart into his car. She rushes to her car and locks herself in. But that's not the end of the story.
Oh, she's crazy.
The brave officer doesn't let her escape. He steps out of his car and demands her to come out. She refuses, and what he does next will leave you stunned.
Cuff her. Oh, he cuffing the door to the cart. Good. 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 That's what she deserved. That's exactly what she deserved. She's lucky we didn't do more. I know.
Did the police officer make the right move in this situation? What do you
I
think?
think he did.
Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Yeah, you trying to be.
All right, last one. Last one right here.
Where do you take someone?
It's got to be these guys.
In a peekaboo accident. The ICU.
I get a kick out of him, man.
I'm not filling tags this year. Hey, Nick. What do you feed an alligator? Anything it wants.
I'm not gonna tell them no.
Oh. Dad, can you explain to me what a solar eclipse is? No, son. Where do you take someone who's been injured in a peekaboo accident?
And that is it for today. Yeah, so yeah, I hope you found some of that stuff interesting. Like I said, on those zip ties, you know, I learned that that's how they inject themselves, like in different extremities or whatever, you know what I mean? And I just learned that, so that's why I brought up that one. And then the retiring one, yeah, that's just they're running away from it, man. They're running away from it. And like I said, I don't know if this is going to make it to trial. You know, I can't say either way, but I just, they'd be really stupid if they did. They'd be really, really stupid. And it'd be just a waste of taxpayers' money. But you know what? They're going to get sued either way, because they're going to lose the case and they're going to get sued. It isn't going to matter. So just stop. Just stop. Oh, boy. Yeah. Anyway, so you all have a great Sunday, and go Timberwolves. They play tonight. They're ahead of the Denver Nuggets 2-1. And it's at home, so I hope they're not flat like the last game. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day, and until next time, rock and roll.
It is the springtime of my loving, the second season. I'm to know you are the sunlight in my growing. So little warmth I felt before. It isn't hard to feel me glowing. The fire that grew so low. The summer of my smiles, flee from me, keepers of the gloom. Speak to me only with your eyes. It is to you I give this tune, and so hard to recognize. Things are clear to all from time to time. Whoa.
I'm going to run one more song here, and this is for to all the mothers out there, and to my mother, and to the mothers of my children. Happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. I love you all, and your life givers, and yeah. So I'm gonna do this song for you.
I bet you could have used a minute, just a little time alone. But you let me be your little shadow, following wherever you would go. Then I got a little older, and you gave me space to grow. I don't ever seem to tell you enough, but I want you to know, when God made you my mother, He knew who I'd need. When He picked you from the others, He could already see that you would be my hero and everything I wanna be. When God made you my mother, He was being good to me. I come to you with all my secrets, and you never ever judge. And when I'm falling in my weakness, you give me strength to stand back up. No amount of miles could separate us, no place where I don't feel your love. You say I'm the gift that heaven gave you, but mama, I'm the lucky one. 'Cause when God made you my mother, He knew who I need. When He picked you from the others, He could already see that you would be my hero and everything I wanna be. When God made you my mother, He was being good to me. If I'm ever a mother, I wanna be like you. If He picks me from the others, I'm gonna try to fill your shoes. 'Cause mama, you're my hero and everything I wanna be. When God made you my mother, He was being good to me. Yeah, He was being good to me.
Happy Mother's Day, all my girls out there. Have a great day.